Letter number 1. We got our mail today. The carrier came. But what if there was a letter she hadn't delivered? The letter that would spur a cascade of troubling events endangering our safety. A letter supposedly sent by a bureaucracy enveloped in self-assured insistence that every important paper will arrive in the bullseye of its target, stuffed into the mailbox of punishment. Bureaucracy never doubts itself, always giving directions. Our daily reliance on each other means that each of us is a note in the mailbag, where paper slid into the envelope of systems. Bureaucracy is made of people, neighbors, citizens. Someone writes the letter and adheres the stamp. Someone loads the industrial-grade printer with paper, turns on the lights in the office each morning. Someone cleans the floor. Someone empties the trash, and someone hauls it away. Someone makes the law. Someone interprets the law. Someone elects the lawmakers. Someone carries the mail from government building to post office. Someone supervises the mail sorting machine. Someone wearing blue gloves and a blue hat and blue insulated pants drives the postal truck up and down the block. Someone is in charge of making sure the letters arrive on time. Civil servants, we know them. We've talked to them on the phone. Maybe we work in these jobs. But bureaucracies don't tend to be permeable. Bureaucracies are built like walls by people who sit at the top. So when the envelope with the letter with information about an immigration hearing never arrived at Miriam's house, we wonder why bureaucracy comes back to blame not itself, but rather it blames the person who was supposed to receive the letter and never did. Letter number 2. You wake in the same room each morning, go to sleep in the same bed, drink coffee from the same blue mug, eat your lunch from the same set of white ceramic plates you've had forever, same clothes in your same drawers and closet, use the same toothbrush you did yesterday, squeeze the same bottle of fragrant shampoo. A home is a place of routine, a comfortable routine, safely predicted. The mail is supposed to arrive every day except for Sundays. Usually the same person delivers it. We've been thinking about this, right? Delays, reduced postal funding, ballots that were late or never arrived. The desire to receive what we need in good time, a package, a postcard, letters from the outside, postage due, correspondence, proof of our connection. Same prayers to the same God, same seat at the same table to help the same child with the same homework from the same class as yesterday. For 900 days, same visits from the same pastor and parishioners, same questions about the same immigration case, same hope, same prayer, same history. Letter number 3. Dear Miriam, as a child, I loved going to church, the weekly predictability of ritual in an unusual building of friendly people who knew each other's names and dutifully dressed up to worship. I liked the minister's office where sermons got written, wall of bookshelves, and the religious education area filled with plastic bins of construction paper and scissors, pipe cleaners, figurines, stacks of cushioned seats. Building a community with intention is a countercultural act. There are so many people who think that money and origin should be the dictators of our movements instead of conversation and shared space. Letter number 4. What does a person learn from staying in place, stuck in sanctuary until something changes? No visits to relatives, no parent-teacher conferences, no normal outings, no travel, no traditional family holidays. Thinking of this confinement that can only end with a new letter, envelope, message. Keeping the finish line in vision day by day, trying to figure out how to make use of this time.